Here we are in September, in my beautiful favourite place. Tide's come in, or it's still on its way in. You can see the seagulls over there on the sandbanks, whales in the background. So we're in a waning mood period at the moment. I think it's in its last quarter, and I think we're just coming out of the bottom phase. The next full moon is around the beginning of October, and it's the harvest moon. It's beautiful down here. It's a gorgeous day today, really warm. It's I don't know, something like the 13th of September 2020. And I know the weather forecast for the next few days is amazing, really hot, really gorgeous warm weather. Pity we're back in work tomorrow, but never mind. I'm still on my exit plan. Hand my notice in March, which still seems an awfully long way off, but we'll get there. I have to give 3 months notice, so that'll take me to June. Oh, bloody hell. Somebody coming. Alright. Come on, Ronnie. So here we go. Our gorgeous September walk, me and Ronnie. I haven't actually been down here for a while. So I've been away a few times at weekends. I only really get to come down here at weekends because of work, which is annoying. There's a lot of dog food down here at the moment. It's disgusting. Come on, Ron. Oh, that person's gone. Strange. I must admit, I do get a little bit unnerved coming down here on my own with Ronnie. I mean, a nice day like this today, there's usually one or two other dog walkers. Well, I'm surprised there isn't at the moment. But to this side of me, to my right, there's a golf course. Not that you can see it with all the trees at the moment, and that's usually quite busy on a Sunday, and a Saturday and a Sunday. So I always think, well, if anything bad happened, I could shout for help. I am careful not to put myself in dodgy situations. I think you have to be. Ronnie's not exactly a Rottweiler, is he? For protection. He's very territorial though, so if somebody did try and attack, I think he'd give it a good go. So as you can, well, hopefully see, the hawthorns are really coming out into ripe berries now, looking gorgeous. And I've just passed, I should have filmed it, I've just passed a section of this old hedge, absolutely full of ivy flowers. Ivy flowers are amazing. The ivy plant's amazing, provides loads of protection, and with it being evergreen as well, to a degree. And the flowers come into their glory in the autumn, providing rich pollen, much needed in the autumn for the last autumn insects and butterflies before they hibernate for the winter. You often see drowsy wasps in the autumn sun supping on ivy nectar. In fact, if you shake an ivy branch or two, you can, gently of course, you can often find drunken insects, which is quite sweet. And then of course its berries ripen in December and January, February, and provide absolute essential fruits for birds when everything else is really scarce. Oh, there's a blackbird down there sunning its wings. I don't think the camera will pick that up, it's a bit too far away. Beautiful. Hope he's okay. He's obviously got over warm. Looks a bit tired actually. I won't frighten him. Ah, and his wings all spread out, drying them in the sun, I think. His beak's open though, it's a bit unusual. So we're passing Tansy. There is a gorgeous rowan tree. Rowan, of course, provides protection. Rowan berries are life-giving, especially being bright red. Wonderful tree. Elderberries. Got elderberries in our garden. They were growing in the hedge and I decided not to cut it or prune it down to the size of the hedge this year, just last year, because the elderflowers were so beautiful earlier on. And now, of course, it's loaded with berries, but the local pigeons and blackbirds are feasting on them, which is fine, because I probably won't get round to doing anything with them. Although I went to Uckermanydd up by Aberdaron. Was that last weekend? Yeah, last weekend. Gosh, seems ages ago. And it was absolutely, down by Fisherman's Cove, Porthmouth way, abundant with sloe berries on the lanes on the approach to Fisherman's Cove. So I picked a bag full. There were loads, absolutely thousands, so I wasn't robbing the local area for the wildlife. Picked a bag full, brought them home, put them in the freezer. Found out as well that actually, I suppose this is common sense, but I hadn't thought about it. If you're making things like sloe gin, which I'm intending to do, then you're supposed to pick them after the first frost. But of course, storing them in the freezer mimics the first frost. So I might actually do that this evening. I have got a bottle of gin at home in the pantry shelf. It's been there years actually, but it's never been opened. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not really a gin drinker. I actually find it makes me quite depressed. So, but I'll make it. I'll have a taste of it, obviously. Apparently, if you mix a shot of it with sloe gin, mix a shot of sloe gin with Prosecco, it makes a really nice drink. Might try that at Christmas. Or just give it to someone as a gift. Ooh, dog shit. Ugh, disgusting. A lot of butterflies down here today, which is nice. Oh, I bet Ronnie treads in that. He loves being off the lead down here, foraging about. The tansy's had its peak and seems to be waning now. Still quite a bit. Ronnie! Come on, son. Keep an eye on me, he goes on the golf course. Runs amok. He's only ever done it a couple of times, but I found mugwort growing down here, but down at the further end. I was absolutely made up. I knew it probably would, but I'd not realised. But now that I know what mugwort looks like, and I've located certain areas locally where it grows in abundance, I now know I've got a good year-round supply of mugwort. I'm going to pick some in this next couple of days and dry them before it's reached its real peak, while they're still quite fresh. Tell you what grows in abundance down here, amongst other things, ribwort plantain, which I discovered recently has got a lot of healing properties, which is nice. Oh, there's all the thistle heads for the birds. Bindweed flowers are lovely as well. I always think they're really pretty. They always remind me of late August summer holidays through the years up in our lovely beloved Aberdaron, which we adore as a family, always have. Went there, I think I was 3 when my mum and dad first found a cottage there, and no joke, we went there. It was just so idyllic and beautiful. We went there every year right through until I was an adult, and then I had Lewis. We carried on going there when he was a baby. But that's a whole other chapter, Uckermanydd in Aberdaron and the Griffiths cottage, Penny Mace. If anybody watching this knows the area, Penny Mace, Uckermanydd, Aberdaron, it is the most idyllic place. As I say, that's a whole other chapter to talk about another time. It's been on the market a couple of times over the last few years. Quite extensive modernisation has been done to it. It's still beautiful, but not in my price range, unfortunately. Also, I think you kind of need to be Welsh to live there, I would have thought. I wouldn't want it just as a holiday home either. Not that I could afford it, but I'd want to live there, grow stuff, have some sheep, etc. Chickens. This type of place, you've just got to do that. You could live self-sufficiently, I guess. Hard work. I haven't really got that type of physical strength anymore. Hopefully I'll regain that once my exit plan comes underway, because at the moment, and for a long time now, all my physical, mental and emotional energy has been consumed by my job in the NHS. I was planning on going this year, but coronavirus has altered that, which is fine. It's okay. There's a job to be done. I wouldn't want to abandon the ship in the midst of all that. The reason I've chosen March is because I got a lease car, and the lease is up mid-June. And I don't want to come out of the contract early and have to pay. And obviously I don't want to take out a new lease contract, obviously. So mid-June is my goal for finishing. But obviously because I have to give 3 months' notice, I'll have to give that in March. It's a massive decision, but I know it's the right one to do. I've worked there for 18 years. It'll be the 19th year by the time I leave. It's a long time. Anyway, I won't get into all that now. Oh, here comes a jogger, so I'll have to put Ronnie on the lead, otherwise he'll run after them. It's a bit naughty with joggers. Okay, bye.